building loomed, massive, gray, oppressive, a monument to a broken system. Elon Musk stepped through its doors, a lone warrior entering the belly of the beast. Inside, the air hung heavy, thick with fear. The whispers started the moment he crossed the threshold. Politicians and officials, their faces tight with anxiety, scurried through the sterile hallways. They knew he was here. Musk's footsteps echoed in the vastness of the building. Each step, a hammer blow against their corrupt foundations. His eyes, sharp and unwavering, missed nothing. He could smell their fear, taste it in the stale air. They had grown fat on lies and deceit. Their time was over. He moved with purpose, a predator on the hunt. His destination, the heart of the beast, where the truth lay buried under layers of bureaucracy and deceit. The deeper he went, the more palpable the fear became. Eyes darted from behind closed doors. Conversations hushed at his approach. He was a ghost, a whisper, a promise of reckoning. The whispers followed him. They slithered through the corridors, laced with panic and desperation. "He's here! He found something! We're finished!" They tried to stop him, of course, tried to block his path, to misdirect him, to buy their silence with empty promises and veiled threats. They underestimated him. Musk saw through their facade. Their fear was a beacon, guiding him towards the truth. He navigated the labyrinthine corridors, ignoring the pleas, the threats, the outright lies. He had a job to do. The weight of a million silenced voices pressed upon him. Their hope fueled his determination. He would not be deterred. He arrived at a nondescript door, heavily guarded. This was it, the epicenter of their corruption. The guards hesitated, fear flickering in their eyes. They knew who he was. They knew what he represented. But they also knew their orders. Musk stared them down. His gaze, cold and unwavering, broke their resolve. They stepped aside. The door swung open, revealing the rot within. The room was opulent, suffocating in its display of ill-gotten wealth, a stark contrast to the misery festering outside. But Musk saw beyond the gilded cage. He saw the truth hidden in plain sight. Files piled high, overflowing with evidence of their crimes. Fraudulent payments, rigged contracts, names whispered in hushed tones. He dug deeper, each document a nail in their coffin. Emails revealed a conspiracy that reached the highest echelons of power. Politicians, their pockets lined with dirty money, betraying the very people they swore to serve. The evidence was overwhelming, undeniable. Their carefully constructed facade was crumbling, and as the walls closed in, their fear turned to desperation. They lashed out, their cries of denial echoing through the halls. But it was too late. The truth was out. Musk had exposed them for what they were, vultures feasting on the carcass of a dying society. Their reign was over. News of Musk's findings spread like wildfire. The people starved for truth and justice erupted. The streets overflowed with anger and a desperate hope for change. The faces of the corrupt, plastered across every screen, were met with fury. Their world was collapsing. Arrests followed. Trials commenced, broadcast for all to see. The mighty fell, stripped of their power and privilege. But as the dust settled, a question lingered in the air. Had Musk gone too far? He had shattered the old system, but what would rise in its place? The line between order and chaos had blurred. The future, once shrouded in darkness, now flickered with an uncertain light. The world held its breath. Was this the dawn of a new era, or the beginning of a descent into chaos? Only time would tell. But one thing was certain, the world would never be the same.